Hello and welcome back to everyone, and to another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. And yeah, lots going on. Of course, it's the last AEW show before Revolution, so we got our last build for that show in, as well as much more. We had some big multi-man matches, especially on this card. That's kind of what it's dominated by. But Buddy Matthews opened this week's Collision, walking to the ring for a match, but Mark Briscoe, hiding under the ring, was ready to attack. They fought at ringside, and Briscoe hit a dive to put Matthews through a table. Brody King and Malachi Black ran down and tried to help, but Briscoe did not go down easy. He used all kinds of weapons to take them out until Matthews took him down with a running knee. The chicken farmer brought and nearly set Matthews' face off fire by setting off the pyro. It was not a match, it was just a straight up fight and a lot of fun. It took less than 10 minutes and made Briscoe look like an absolute badass. And yeah, a kind of a unique and a really entertaining segment. So for me, this worked really well, showcasing kind of the madness of Mark Briscoe as well. So yeah, for me, like I say, it worked really well and this was good stuff. Before we got Penta versus Brian Keith versus Dante Martin in the first official bout. These are very different kind of wrestlers. Martin, a pure high flyer who has the agility that almost seems superhuman. Penta is a skilled luchador with mat and aerial abilities, and Keith more of a utility player who can do everything. Each combination of competitors had different exchange at different times to show their varying styles, but it never felt like they were having any chemistry issues. They all meshed together well to put on a fun and exciting match. In what many might call a surprising outcome, Martin scored the win with a frog splash on Keith, ensuring he earned the match in the All-Star Scramble at Revolution. A medium-length belt that made all three men look good, and if they had 5 more minutes they would have stolen the show. But I think Dante Martin, I thought Penta was going to win this, but I think Dante Martin definitely very deserving of getting in that match, and I think it would be a good opportunity to really showcase what he can do. So 7 out of 10. Before Mariah May won a British singles match, but her win was not celebrated long. Toni Storm came out to the ring and blew right past an excited May to grab a mic and call out Johnny Parazzo. She started asking Parazzo if this had all gone too far, but it led to a fight. May tried to help out, but they ended up taking a pile driver from the Virtuosa as Storm was held back by Luther. May continues to be pushed to the background by Greedy Storm, so it's only a matter of time before she loses her love for Storm and decides to take action. It might not even happen during Sunday's title match between Parazzo and Storm. But yeah, on the whole, this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Pretty decent stuff. Like I say, 6 out of 10. Before moving on into the Acclaimed and Austin Guns versus Dark Order, Austin teamed up with Max Caster and Anthony Bones for a trios match against the Dark Order. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang have been trying out different combinations of styles in recent weeks to develop chemistry. The Guns and the Acclaimed were once allies, so this wasn't exactly a first time experience. They still played up to moments of miscommunication though. This was a close 2 count broken up by Austin that led to him taking a series of moves from Silver. The Dark Order did its best but weren't able to overcome the Acclaimed and Austin. Cuz hit the mic drop to pick up the win. A pretty standard trios match, nothing to write home about, but certainly had some fun moments. So yeah, I'll give it 7 out of 10. Also intriguing to see how they'll work together. Will there be signs of tensions? Is this going to be a long running thing? I think still lots of questions to be asked, and yeah, like I said, that definitely creates intrigue. But moving on into Private Party versus Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels, Mark Quinn and Zia Cassidy battled the duo Sydal and Daniels, who do not seem to have an official team name at present. There's lots going on here. All 4 of these men quick on their feet, obviously. Daniels is definitely fused it slower than he used to be, favouring the more methodical offence in favour of his younger opponent's chaotic style. But yeah, it's definitely a fun, fast-paced match. They picked up and slowed down when it made sense instead of random moments. So Daniel, being such a talented ring general, really helped guide this match, and Private Party picked up the victory. So I think, yeah, worked well, fun match at that. So yeah, on the whole, I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. Thunder Roster was then back in action this week against the local talent and was giving out size and power to Cassandra Golden. Rosa won in quick fashion with a new submission finisher. That was a standard squash with nothing else. Rosa talked to the camera for a moment and say she wasn't going anywhere. But yeah, that's kind of about it. I just hope we'd see more from Rosa now, because we've seen this for a while, and hopefully after Revolution, business kind of picks up for her. Next up on Collision, we saw Cassidy, Beretta, Garcia and Hook take on Cage again, Kristen and Brian, Killswitch and Strong. The main event of this week's show, saw Brian and Beretta beginning for their teams. The Machine easily overpowered his opponent, but they both chose to tag out Garcia to Strong. Matches with 8 people can range from steady and easy to follow to the chaos with no clear legal competitor. The majority of this bout was the former, which is usually the better of the 2 options. No other competitor seemed to stand out more than the other, but the Christian and Garcia and Cassidy Strong feuds were definitely given some attention during the match. Nick Wayne ended up interfering behind the rest back by hitting Beretta, which allowed Killswitch to pin him for the win. And yeah, this gets 7 out of 10. Like I say, quite a well formulated match. It gave the specific feuds their time as well. So for me, a fun match that, yeah, really worked quite well. And overall Collision this week, that's 6 out of 10 for me. I think, yeah, most of the build has already been done for Revolution. So yeah, this one kind of saw just a tiny bit of added build. But on the whole, just reiterating what we've already seen. And I think it did the job pretty well here. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 on the whole. Yeah, like I say, decent stuff. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.